Hey, what's going on? This is for everybody in that Dirty South Yahoo Fantasy Football League. This is the recap of what happened in week 7. I'm about to go over who won, who lost, and where we rank right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, first game I'm going to get to, King Street Wildcats versus the Uptown Scrippers. These are the top 3 teams we're talking about right now. As a matter of fact, we're talking about like top 1, number 1, number 2 teams going at it, you know what I'm saying? And King Street Wildcats comes through once again with a victory, 102.94 to 99.20. Now that was, you talking about like less than 4-point victory. Woo, it was close. I know it was a hard loss, you know what I'm saying, for the Scrippers, you know what I'm saying. I know they bought some new heels this week because, you know, they was trying to get this win, you know what I'm saying. Now, the next game we're going to get into is Black Rain versus BHN Golfer, in which Black Rain comes out on top, 115.80 to 70.72. Next, we have ATL Kings versus the Mobsters from the Valley, and the Kings show their royal dominance as they take the victory, 122.70 to 91.16. Now, the next game, we have the Delta Dogs versus Duke Heavy Hitters. Now, Duke Heavy Hitters was a top contender in the league before. They've been slipping for the past few weeks. And Delta Dogs came through with the victory with 123.60 to 76.42. And that, my friends, my fantasy football friends, is a 47.18 point margin of victory, which is the largest margin of victory for this week. So Delta Dogs, thumbs up to you, baby girl. Keep it going, keep it going. Now, the next game we got, the Gap 92 takes out the A-Town Jags, 133.10 to 86.72. Strong victory. Keep it going. You're rising. You're coming up the charts. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the game of the week with the highest score of the week, we have my team, Too Hot for TV, who could have beat anybody in the league this week. You know what I'm saying? I just got to throw that little disclaimer in there, a little mention in there. We take out Rough Riders. And I'm sorry for this victory that I had to put on the Rough Riders, because really, if Rough Riders didn't play me, they would have beat anybody else in the league as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is the game of the week. Both teams in this game had the highest scores in the league. But baby, Too Hot was just too hot, baby, this week, baby. 152.68 to 139.92. I hate to do it to you, Donna, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Now, let's go to the rankings in our league so we can see where everybody places, you know what I'm saying? Of course, undefeated still, we have the King Street Wildcats with a record of 7-0. Now, for second place and third place, we have 2 teams with a record of 5-2. Yahoo does its thing sometimes, but sometimes I don't always agree. This is my show. This is my video. These are my rankings. You know what I'm saying? Now, Yahoo had my team, Too Hot for TV, in second place, and the Uptown Scrippers at third place. But when I look at the stats and I see that the Uptown Scrippers have put up more fantasy points than Too Hot for TV, and have allowed less, you know, say fantasy points to be scored against them, second place. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no qualms about doing this because I feel like my team is on the rise anyway. Second place is only a matter of time. First place is only a matter of time. But for this week right now, after week 7, in second place, we got the Uptown Scrippers with a record of 5-2. My team, Too Hot for TV, third place with a record of 5-2. Now, in fourth place, we got the Delta Dogs with a record of 4-3, and in 5th place, the D to the U to the K to the E D.U.K.E heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? Also with a record of 4-3. We've got 3 teams with a record of 3-4, and they are as follows. In 6th place, we've got Black Rain. 7th place, the ATL Kings with the win this week. Those mobsters from the Valley, even though they may have lost, they are in 8th place, and they have the same record, 3-4. Now, the bottom 4 teams all have a record of 2-5, but this is how they rank in our league. In 9th place, we got the Gap 92. 10th place, A-Town Jags. In 4th place, we got the Rough Riders. And in 12th place, BHN Gopher. Alright? Now, this week I know it has to be a hard week, and hopefully I come out with the win. That's what I always hope. But for some reason, this week we got, I think, 6 teams on a bye week in the NFL. It's kind of strange, but hey, everybody got to pay attention. We had a lot of injuries in week 7, so you already know what it is. You got to try to pick up the person who's picking up the slack for your injured players, you know. So, good luck to you this week. I'll check you next week, and I'm out. Peace.